I'm RaDona from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. We just colored Heather's hair a little bit darker. Now we're going to do a cut on her. We're going to bring her length up a little bit. You're going to want to put their head straight down, have them look down. I always like to hold my comb down to get that length. So you can just hold it straight like that. Okay, then tilt their head to the side just to get this length. Okay, and then tilt their head back just a little bit, just so it doesn't go short in the front. Because if their head is still down and you cut it, and they lift their head up, then it'll be shorter. Okay, so just line that up. Take that length. Okay, for this back part again, I like to hold my comb down with the hair, come where that guideline is. Tilt the head, and then I just use my fingers after that to line that up. Okay, now I'm going to tilt her head to the side again. Okay, she is wanting some layers through this back, not way up, into here. She has some natural curl under here. So we're going to make this really cute. If she wants to do it curly or straight, she can just have these layers back through here. Okay, I'm going to take this section through the top of her hair. I'm going to hold this layer out. See that length right here? It just fell out. I'm going to want to take this corner off. And just point cut into that, don't cut it straight. You can also do this with a razor cut, if you want to use a razor. With her natural curl, I'm not going to use a razor because it'll make it look really fuzzy. So point cut into that. And I'm just holding it straight back. Okay, then I'm going to take another section. I'm going to hold this straight out. Okay, you can see that this part falling out. You're going to want to take that and meet that, with that bottom. So again, what I mean is just take this straight out. Okay, and then you can see those layers from the last piece right there. So you're just going to chop into that. Okay, from the ear back. Again, I like to use this finger just to set my scissors on. Okay. Again, just do this with all of the back. Okay, that's giving it a really cute style down there. Okay, again, lift this straight out. You can see that guide point right there. Point cut into that. so now you've got all these layers cut right here. Okay, just making sure that's even. Okay, now what we're going to want to do is take a section up here on this top, and I'm going to want to take from this layer, you can see this layer, I'm going to want to take that and tilt my fingers up. To that corner. Okay, now we can just comb the rest of the side up. Okay, now we'll do it to this side. Tilt it this way. Okay, now one other thing that I'm going to do is make sure that these layers are connected, which means, because I don't want these layers at the bottom down here and then just have this all long. We want those to blend in. So I'm going to take a section behind her ear and a section in front, and this front part I'm going to lead out. Okay, so I'm going to take this section and I'm going to hold this out, and you can see this long piece, and that right there will help blend those layers. Okay, so this side, let's do the same thing. Take a section, front of the ear and in the back. You're going to want to hold that straight out and take that corner off. Okay, now we're going to do some long, actually, let's see, since she has curl here, we want this to stay a little bit longer, so when it gets a little bit rainy or whatever, it doesn't go clear up. So, we're just going to kind of taper and chop into here. I'm going to come just below her chin with my scissors this way, and just open and shut the shears. Very softly. Don't do it hard or you're going to take chunks out. So just softly open and shut those shears. Okay, I'm going to cut that, and then after we dry her hair, if I need to cut some more, I will. But we are just going to try this for now. Just because it's a change for her, we're just going to take it a little bit easy. Okay, there you go. I am going to take my texturizing shears. And what you want to do too, you guys, is after you dry it, if it's bulky through here, because you don't want to take length, you can take these even when it's dry and come up through this hair. Just because that's going to take a little bit of that bulk out, but it's not going to cut length of the layers, you know, so it'll just take some of that out. So go ahead and check out our styling video, and we'll show how the haircut looks. I'm RaDona from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. We have Heather, and we are going to style out her haircut. And I want to tell you what I'm going to use in it. This is a thermal styling spray, and what this does is it protects from heat. So any curling iron, flat iron, blow dry, or anything like that. So I'm just going to spray this throughout her hair, and you can also use this after you dry the hair too, before you flat iron. Okay, so I just put that throughout. Now this is a weightless styling gel, and this is going to reduce her frizz with her natural curl. Anyway, so this is really light, it's really shiny and really soft. It makes your hair really soft. If I was to put mousse in her hair, with her hair texture, it's going to poof out and it won't lay nice. Anyway, so this weightless styling gel from Aloxi, that's what it's from. And the hold is a factor 2. And so like I say, it's going to make it soft. It's not going to be really thick. I've used about that much. I'm just going to come through, put it throughout her hair. Okay, now we're going to blow dry. Now with curl, you don't want to mess with the hair too much. The less that you can mess with the hair, the better off you're going to be, just because it's not going to make it as frizzy. So if you can just kind of pull at the hair, not go way back and forth like this, just kind of pull at it. That will help with the curl, or the frizz also. When it gets a little bit more dry, I'm going to use a towel brush, and that will help with frizz also. Spray. It protects up to 450 degrees of heat, and so, which is really good. Obviously, some people need to go above that, but usually you don't want to, because that will dry your hair. So that's good to know that it protects up to 450 degrees. Pretty much somewhat dry. I'm going to take the towel brush and just brush out on this. I'll use this one. I am going to take this up in sections because she's got a lot of hair, and I'm just going to take the paddle brush and take each section. Now that that's dry, I'm going to take my flat iron, and I'm just going to come straight down with this. And you can kind of flip it up a tiny bit. You can go straight down with it. And where Heather has natural curl, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but with natural curl, the texture of the hair, it tends to get dry a little bit easier than finer hair. It just has a different texture. So if you can use a protectant against the heat, that would be really, I would advise that for sure. Okay, so just take this next section and dry this out. And then if we dry it out, we want to cut it a little bit after you dry it. That's great too. And that thermal setting spray, it just helps keep the style also, besides protect. And take that section underneath. with that. Just barely, I'm not flipping it up, I'm just barely bending it just a tiny bit just to give it the style that I kind of want to do for her today. But what's fun is you can do it straight down or whatever you want to do, so, or really flip it. Okay, take the next section. Side. And you can see with this color how nice it's going to be when it goes to fade out, how it will match with her natural color really well. But you can see, I mean, even if I go a little bit darker with the 5N for the first time being colored, you're obviously going to want to go that dark, because if you was to go lighter, you wouldn't have seen, you know, as much difference. So if you haven't colored your hair, you should try it. You'll love it. Once you do it, you won't stop. It's too fun. Okay, just pull out on this. Barely bend that. Now another section. Sorry, we're getting there. She has lots of hair. This product smells good too. Okay, in this front, I'm just going to go more straight with this. Okay. Go straight with that front. Then when we get done with this, we can check it and see everything is good. Yeah, last week Heather came in with her daughter to get her hair cut, and she says, RaDona, I think I want to color my hair. I said, okay, perfect. Do you think you can do it next week? Because I want all of everybody that watches us to see her change. So I'm glad that she waited. That was nice of her. It's just fun to change. And I knew you guys would like to see a change, so that's good. Okay, now I'm just going to come through this. That's really cute. You can just see all those layers just through the bottom. They're just through the bottom, not up through this top. If you want, what I'm going to do is come in with these scissors and just take some of this hair out. Just open and shut and kind of go on an angle. Okay, the reason why I'm doing that, you guys, is just to take, just so it's not, I just like it more choppy, you know, just so it flows better, so it's not like layer. Anyway, I just like to take some of that bulk out that way too. Okay, now I'm just going to take a little bit of distortion, which is that styling gum. Rub it in my hands. Good. I'm going to show you. Just going to bring it through these layers and piece these layers out. Okay, do you want any volume up through here, or do you want it just a little bit? All right, she wants a little bit of volume up through the top. So I'm just going to take a section back here and tease that, which I always like to go in, down, and out. This is that Walla comb. It's W-A-A-L-A-A. That's what it's called. And it's that teasing comb, which is amazing. If you have a hard time teasing your hair and getting volume, a Walla comb would be the way to go, for sure. Okay, I'm just going to turn her around really fast in the mirror so I can see. Is that too much, or is that about right?
No, I think that's good.
Okay, so then I'm just going to spray it. And there is Heather's new look. She looks darling.